and I want, and I want, and I need, and more. Welcome to M3's 3D. I shoot a short film every day to give the authentic slice of life of a 3D printing entrepreneur. We've been in business for 6 years, and this is how it all works. Somebody sent me a thing. Ah, man, I wanted this shot to be cool. There we go. Got it all set up. Look at it. It is a tiny taco truck with a tiny table and a true, real spinning fair ride. It's actually kind of, I gotta hold it, but yes. It is so tiny I can barely even do that. Okay, so this is from somebody in the Gratitude Gang, and he sent some of his materials, but man, look at that. Look at that. I can't believe he sent me this thing for free. I know him on a personal level, but we'll give him the shout out. It's State Line Customs. There's all the information. This guy can do like anything. He even does laser engraving. If you want that, this guy is a G. I mean, look at this. Here, we'll pick it up. Like, I know how you would make this for sure, but just look at this. Imagine the nozzles you have to... Yeah, it's mind-blowing. Look at all this stuff. So this right here is a reason to join the Discord server. Message me on Facebook, link on the main YouTube page. I just saw this guy making these, and I've talked to him before. We are friends and stuff, but like, I was just like, how much do you want for that? And he's like, I'll send it to you for free. So we're giving him the shout out of all shout outs because I've always wanted my own taco truck. Maybe I kind of wanted one I could walk in, but this is pretty close, honestly. Yeah, State Line Customs, baby. There's all the info, just absorb it. Absorb the precious information. He also gave me some stickers. Obviously, it's going on the back of the TV. There we go. Way more TV. If you got stickers, send them to me. Also, we were gonna give away the red, white, and blue Chucky. Man, I love this thing. I can't believe that hasn't sold yet. But somebody in the Gratitude Gang just bought it. So it's going to a very good, loving home. So I'm gonna put this in my fun things area. I don't have too many, but I've got my nameplates over here that are ridiculous. This is a crochet stake that somebody traded me for a 3D printed skull bowl really, really early in the business. So that's fun. This is a Dundee that says cutest butt. I'm not gonna suggest who that's from. And this is a mug wearing a sweater, which almost feels like some kind of Rene Duchamp kind of thing. Like, there's just something about this that almost feels like a surrealist work of art. But yes, a tiny taco truck kind of belongs with these items, and it is very fun. We'll put the tiny picnic table next to it as well. It is so hard to move these things because they're so tiny. Still getting enjoyment out of this piece of wall art. Different mailman today. It got cold, so we're rocking this again, at least until it warms up. You know, it's a real grab bag being a famous Pablo in the English speaking world. You could be a Pablo Escobar, you know, that's one thing. Then you can be Pablo Picasso, whole different thing. Then you could be like Pablo Cruz, that 70s band that was like a dollar store version of the Eagles. It's a rough business being a Pablo. Well, I hope you're feeling the love, because you're about to feel the morning roundup. That's basically the same thing. Yup, Doctor Who cookie cutters. This is one of the first things I ever listed. I don't know how I never got a copyright infringement for this, but apparently the Doctor Who people understand the fans. These cookie cutters have been undefeated for 6 years, so I don't think we're gonna have any problems. As we stated in the last video, this guy just churned out a whole bunch of wall hangers. I almost feel like I should be making more of these because people do like them a lot. But these are for ukuleles. As you guys may remember, these are violin. That's for the bow right there. And something pretty awful happened to the tops of these guys. We've got some under extrusion. This either is like the filament got stuck somehow, or we've got a clog. We'll probably just slap a new nozzle on there. We also have a little bit of under extrusion here. It's like maybe it started there and started getting bad, so that's probably what's going on. David, other David. Probably the most unique thing of the day, this piece of wall art has sold again. We gotta clean up, there's some stringing and stuff, but yeah, this took 11 hours, I think is what it's saying. 11 and a half hours. And yeah, this is like a $60 item or something. Now this gets a gold finish, so it looks shiny and cool, but man, I really wanted the wall art thing to work, and maybe it will. Oh yeah, we might as well do this. You guys might remember this is the new product board. We introduced 3 last week. So we take off those magnets and we're gonna add tick marks. And as I've said before, the goal for this year is 150, the big 150. And we've got our first set of 5. Bam. Also, the consensus seems to be that this is not Morgan Freeman. This is Morgan Freeman's stunt double. Maybe that's how I'll market it. We'll show you what the morning session is printing. So we're doing octopus tentacles here. Because octopus tentacles kind of suck to have to paint, I'm using the solid color filaments to make them. This guy is making a dwarf wastebasket. This is making some guitar hangers, this time in white. We are gonna rehab this guy and print one of the new dogs with jobs on it. We're making a moai right here, making a sharky, and making yet another David. Always a classic. All right, this is the big reveal. It's been a while since I was actually this excited about how something turned out. Now, I am expecting that the lines and stuff might need to be touched up, so this isn't going to be perfect. But yeah, this is like 3 layers of painting right here. We're going to have the gold, this is going to be green, and we've got the bulldog face underneath. So, reveal. You guys ready? Oh yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful boy right there. Yeah. Man, the gold parts turned out good. Maybe we'll do another coat of brown on here because it's a little less pronounced than I would like, the little straps. But yeah, I debated a lot how to do his features. I just looked at a ton of white bulldogs, and they have like black kind of in the muzzle here, but it's not quite the same. And I just kind of kept it simple. You know, a little bit of it going down into the mouth there. But I think that's pretty bulldoggy. I think the shading turned out pretty good on the face. You get some emphasis on the wrinkles, but yeah, I'm giving this away today. I am so happy. I am so happy to be holding this guy next to me. If you want this, I will give this to you for free. See, look at that color of green. Like, see how big of a difference it makes for it to be basically pretty much the right color of green? That's so good. First link in the description. Message me on Etsy if you want to receive this. I will mail it to you. Yes, I don't quite have a name for him yet, but he's gonna be something tank related. Tank Commander Wiggles? I don't know. The paint's not quite dry enough to put headphones on him, but we're gonna take official pictures later. Yup, that's the kind of guy I am. I will give this to you for free. All you gotta do, just message me on Etsy and say you want the bulldog. Well, that's gonna be fun for somebody. We actually sold a bunch of stuff. We need to print some big things. I think I've got like 2 giant D20s to print. Just did another episode for my other channel, M3 Crypto. Link in the description if you're into that. And we listened to a very fun story about a Chihuahua who has dreams of being a professional musician and has an entire Lord of the Rings style narrative arc. So, like I said, link in the description if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Very fun. We'll show more of the process with this guy as well. We got the beret colored. Didn't have the burgundy color, but it looks good. We're just taping that off sort of here. We're gonna paint the dog himself. I got that dog in me. There we go. I used a little of this plastic. Kind of looks like he's wearing a shower cap. Maybe we'll make one where they're wearing a shower cap. I made a Dogs with Jobs section on my Etsy page. So far we've only got 2, but that's a pretty nice spread, ain't it? Those are some good looking boys. Time to paint the rest of the coffee cup. We already got the brown in the middle, but we're going to make the edges white as per usual. We're gonna get painting some stuff. Big old D20. T-Rex, this one is going bronze. Tacos. Time to do the big old T-Rex skull. Black Moai. Normal Moai. T-Rex boy. Got 3 Moais to paint. Time to say goodbye to Lizard Boy. Again, you know, if you want one, they are for sale on my Etsy. Einstein, David. Yet another Sharky boy. All right, time to do the coffee cup. Time to do the coffee lid. Mostly came out pretty good, but a little stringy, especially around here. All right, we about to paint. Let's get some before images. These Moai's about to get stoned. This guy's bronze, gold, silver. This is almost already painted. It's black. Gonna be made consistent. Whites. And this is a black and white Einstein. Pretty much already got coffee cup painted. Might do another coat or something. And after. Moai's, bronze, gold, a consistently black D20. We already got the tentacles done for this. We're about to black and white this one. We do the black first. And of course, 2 white Davids. And we got the Dorothy can. Well, everything's painted. We're gonna get machines reset. And that's about it, because it's pretty late. Yo, that's enough for today. We released the Bulldog today. So Monday gets a magnate. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, so many options. It's wonderful. What a day, what a day. Remember, if you want this guy, message me on Etsy. Let's see, what am I grateful for today? So, one thing I've been doing, and I've been over Christmas I got a little inconsistent with this, but I've been trying to fast for like 4 or 5 hours a day. Like normally when I wake up, it's pretty normal to eat some breakfast or something like that. And I know I can't fast at the end of the day because there's just no way I can sleep on an empty stomach. It just bothers me too much. Believe me, I've tried. I say this because if you're gonna fast during the day, the best time is at night because you gain a lot of calories and stuff from digesting overnight, I believe. But anyway, I fasted for a long time today. I fasted for like 7 hours, starting at the beginning of the day. And I'm kind of remembering that that's not that hard to do. Like even during the height of Christmas, I was probably waiting 3 or 4 hours to eat, but I'm really aiming for like 6, 7, something like that. So anyway, that's something I'm grateful for today. I mean, a lot of the weight loss you've seen since even the beginning of this series, like 5 months ago, is kind of due to that. Ultimately, I do need to do some exercise. It sounds ridiculous, but I walk. Like, I used to have one of those pedometer things. I still have it, but the app on my phone didn't update, and there was something that made it not able to work. Anyway, I walk an insane amount every day because I'm working nonstop. In fact, I know somebody that like ran every day for a considerable distance, and I had more steps than them. Granted, they're burning more calories if they're running steps. Like, running steps aren't compared to normal steps or anything. But basically, I am getting some modicum of exercise. Eventually, I need to get like some actual exercise. I used to actually run 4 miles every single day. I was real thin. I got down to 6% body fat. Ugh, so hard not to be just really tired while I'm doing this. It's because like sitting down actually feels good. Like, I don't know if you guys have really noticed, but that's a standing desk. In fact, it's 2 standing desks. One L-shaped one for the printing stuff. The other one is for the trading setup. So I'm pretty much never sitting down either. I actually have a stool for sitting down when I'm like designing and a couple other things, but for the most part, I'm on my feet all day. But yeah, I guess I'm grateful in general that I've gotten healthier over the last few years and lost a decent amount of weight. You know, I don't believe in that thing that they say, nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. It's like, bro, have you even had chocolate cake? Being healthy does feel good. I'm not taking away from it at all, but like, food is way better. Like those people that say nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels, maybe they just haven't had any really good food. Like, food is amazing. If I could just eat food and never had to be healthy, I would do it. Yeah, this is how you know I'm being authentic with you. That's not some stuff I would say if I was just trying to do a snow job here. Well, anyway, grateful for health. Let's read a couple of comentarios. Carmentitos. I don't know if it's just from having had a girlfriend whose Spanish was her first language, but there's just nothing funnier than fake Spanish to me. Okay, so Opt Night 00, I think it says. Fun fact, olive drab is actually a mix of yellow and black, at least on vehicles. Loving the dogs with Jobs series. Thank you. Yeah, maybe even when I was saying in the last episode olive drab, part of me was like, I'm not sure I'm exactly using that correctly. As many of you probably already know, my dad was a Marine. He's a deceased combat veteran. But like when I was around the Marines and the military and stuff, it was all Desert Storm colored stuff. So they never used the term olive drab because things weren't that color. But yeah, basically I just meant that color of green that like everything in World War II seemed to be. Like the helmets were that color, the Willys Jeeps were that color, the artillery things were that color. It's like whatever company made that paint must have just made a fortune. There's, you know, those grandkids probably are still billionaires. There was a large discussion about VR goggles for some reason. Actually, I do sell things for VR headsets. Like a lot of my headphone stands do fit certain VR headsets. But like there's so many sizes and stuff. I've had people like complain that they don't quite fit right, so I don't market them that way. But they do mostly work. Haxor Jim says, Morgan Freeman, face doesn't seem full enough, shrug. I guess there's no harm in listing it. People will buy it or not. That's kind of what I was thinking. But like, and that's probably right. But I just know there's going to be, see, this is why you watch the series. I'm giving you like my experiences with customers. Because you can know everything about 3D printing, and a lot of you guys really do. Like a lot of you guys are just on point. But unless you've sold to a bunch of customers, you don't have these thoughts that you just have after like tens of thousands of sales and people messaging you. What I'm gonna say is I could list that Morgan Freeman and show the pictures, and somebody's gonna buy it, pull it out of the box, and be like, this doesn't look like Morgan Freeman. I promise you that would happen. It's not even like it might happen. If a bunch of people bought that Morgan Freeman, somebody is going to look at the pictures online, which are totally honest, show it from every angle. There's a video of it rotating the whole bit. They can see, there are customers out there that can see all of that. See it all. Buy it in the same color even that the picture is. Pull it out of the box and be like, hey, this doesn't look like Morgan Freeman. 1 star. I know, that's not a guess. I know that would happen. And that's why I probably won't list him. Or if I list him, I'll say something else, like, I don't even know. Generic old black guy. Yeah, I can't really think of a good angle if it's not Morgan Freeman. I was thinking about doing something like Nelson Mandela, Morgan Freeman, mashup. Do you like Nelson Mandela? Do you like Morgan Freeman? Why settle? Get them both in one headphone stand. That's marketing. That's something else you learn from experience. How to market really stupid things. Okay, so a bunch of people have asked for this. Joe, question. Give us the working lunch taco making tutorial in the shop. From air fryer to done. Tacos of gratitude. Man, you guys really want to see how I make my tacos? I mean, I might just do it. We've got a bunch of taco meat. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Remind me in the comments, because I read the comments in the morning, and it'll stick in my head to show the taco making process. So comment below if you want to see the taco making process. It's not that awesome, but I'll show it to you. I'm here to serve. All right, YouTube comments. So a really good way of summarizing quite a few of these is, it doesn't really look like Morgan Freeman. So, hey, don't say I don't listen, okay? I've known people that a bunch of people could say that bust doesn't look like Morgan Freeman, and they would just be like, it does look like Morgan Freeman. Comment below if you've ever known somebody like that. Like a person that just truly doesn't listen. Like if there was an Olympics of not listening, they would definitely at least medal, if not get gold. I mean, to be honest, I kind of thought it sort of didn't look like Morgan Freeman, but anybody that's drawn a lot or done some kind of art knows that, like, sometimes, like I had this portrait that I worked on for 6 months. Like I worked on it every day for about an hour in school. I was trying to just make the most perfect portrait of this girl that I was really into. What a simp thing to do. We all have our embarrassing stories, but it did end up being a very, very good portrait. But like, it was very hard at a certain point because it just starts looking weird to you because you're not used to examining a face that closely. And that's kind of where I got with the Morgan Freeman thing. It's like I felt like I kind of got there, but at the same time, my mind was kind of throwing an error. So I actually do appreciate the feedback on that. And also, I think that's why I like doing animals and stuff, because like there's no absolutely correct features for like a dog. You know, like if the eyes are slightly not quite right or whatever, we don't recognize a dog's face instinctually in quite the same way that we recognize a person's face. There's not like a specific dog that you have to make if you're making a dog headphone stand. If you guys are still reeling at the fact that I worked on a girl's portrait for 6 months, it's true. In fact, I think I still have it somewhere. I'm not sure if it's here, but I did not throw that thing away. Protect your assets, and quite a few other people were making comments about the TV being gone. There were some gestures of sorrow and some gestures of relief. But I know, it's so hard to say goodbye. It says, Renese Muda says, use Stream Beats for the royalty-free music. Yeah, a lot of people said they wouldn't mind some music being in the montages at the end of this. I may try to do that on this episode, but if I can't find any royalty-free music, I'll do it. Eventually I'll find something, but we're working on it. I'm listening to you. Alright, I'm kind of going on autopilot. Let's do one more before I totally zone out. Let's see. Francisco Correa. Hey, if you're watching this, tell me where you're from. I'm curious. Says, I'm very grateful for your daily updates. I love the dogs with military equipment. Also, I'm very grateful for the Gratitude Gang. You're welcome, brother. People there are very friendly and helpful. Also, please do the live stream. We would all tune in, at least most of the Discord gang. All right, I might look into live streaming for episode 200. I was not expecting that many people to be into the idea of live streaming, but man, screw it. If nobody tunes in, whatever. I'm trying to guess based on sort of how they translated or how they wrote in English where this Francisco fella is from. I'm gonna say Spain. He strikes me more as a Spanish English speaker. A dead giveaway would be if he used British spellings of words, but there aren't any words in here that should be British spellings. A lot of Spanish people who learn English, of course, learn British English. I have a lot of international friends, and at this point in the business, I think I've shipped to basically every country that you can ship to. I've shipped to Saudi Arabia, Jordan. I can't remember whether I've actually shipped anything to Lebanon. I'm not even sure you can. Yeah, places like Mongolia, all the European countries that I can think of. I'm pretty sure even like Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania. I'm not 100% sure that I've ever shipped to like Slovenia or Slovakia. I'm not sure I've ever shipped to Macedonia, but actually I'm pretty sure I've never shipped to Macedonia. North Macedonia, whatever it's called. I'll tell you a weird one. I've shipped to Malta a bunch of times. I've shipped to Malta multiple times. Of all the like sort of obscure countries, I think Malta is the one I want to go to the most. It's the only country that has an Arabic language that is written in Western script. Yeah, I've shipped to every country in South America, Hong Kong, Japan, quite a bit. I don't think I've ever shipped anything to China. I don't think they can order on Etsy or anywhere else. It seems to me they can't. Maybe they can, I don't know, and they just never have. South Korea, Mongolia, Russia. A lot of those major island nations. I've shipped to the Philippines quite a bit. Indonesia, a time or two. The really cool people with Indonesia know the names of all the major islands, like Java. Java's the only one I can think of, but those are the real OGs. I don't think I've ever shipped to Bangladesh. I've shipped to India. Maybe I have. I should really be doing this in front of my Etsy thing because I could just look it up. Anyway, that's probably enough for today. Oh yeah, with Saudi Arabia, it's always Riyadh. It seems like Riyadh might be one of the only the only cities in Saudi Arabia that can receive Western mail. Or maybe it's just such a big population center that that's the only one statistically that you're likely to get orders from. This is the problem with doing this when I'm really tired because I just start rambling about things. Anyway, I'm grateful that I've shipped to all those countries, and I actually really am. It's like before this business, I never could have imagined that I would do anything where I would ship things I made to like all these different countries. It's just such a crazy thing. You know, one thing I'm looking to, just to end on this, one thing I'm looking for at a thrift store is one of those globes, and I need it to be the kind you can put like a pin in, or maybe I would put a dot with a marker. And I want to like go through and just mark every place that I've mailed something to, so that sometime at the end of this business, I can just look at it and like take a look at all the places that I've mailed things to. But anyway, tell me what you're grateful for. Those are a few things I'm grateful for. Tell me what you got going on today. Maybe you're walking your dog. Maybe you had a really good breakfast burrito. I mean, honestly, if you've never had a breakfast burrito experience that made you thankful, today could be the day for you. So Tell us what small joys, what little experiences enrich your life, because those small moments make up your life. Life is just a series of moments. Tell me what you're grateful for in the comments. I like to read it. I will give you an upvote. I will probably give you a heart. You can upvote other people's comments. Big secret. You can upvote other people's comments. It's such a satisfying thing to do. Just imagine the smiles on their face. Imagine the smiles on their little face. I like to read all of your feedback, and it actually does help me sort of make this a little more entertaining. It's more your show. It's our show. We make this, we co-create this together. I really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate the Discord gang and the YouTube gang. You are all children of God. Reading your comments and stuff is a big highlight of my day. This was a big highlight of my day too, because he looks beautiful. But I really like the comments as well and the feedback. The fact that anybody would even care at all about what I'm doing with my life is just refreshing. So I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.